Look at this. Okay, this is from Juan X Monte, looks like. This is a clean setup. Jeez. Look at this. For one, I really appreciate the stream. Look at that. That's great. Love it. You got your AC unit. Very important. Crucial. You've got all sorts of stuff. This is just a super silky smooth setup. Look at this. This is crazy. You got your markers, you got the printer, all of the artwork, the books. I would guess this is a shared room, but that makes it even more impressive. Like that two people, yeah, I don't even know like that many details of what exactly is going on here, but like the monitors aren't oversized for the space. Yeah, no, it's just a clean setup. It's a bit tight for two. Well, yeah, but I mean, that's just a room restriction. As far as like what you could reasonably fit in this space for two people, this is like maximizing the utility of the space. And it's also like very, very clean and tidy. And that's like almost more impressive. We've seen a lot of setups for like where it's one person and they have trouble keeping it like super tidy. I can't keep my space tidy. And this is, it looks like two people are in here regularly because this looks like a bunk bed. And this is like very, very tidy. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Well done. I don't even have that many notes. This is just cool to see. This one is Oliver Queen. Oliver Queen, you've got your gaming chair for maximum speed. Could use more RGB. Your gaming laptop, is it sitting on egg cartons? Do you have it sitting on egg cartons? That's the first time I've seen that. I mean, that's creative. I'll give it to you. Yeah, your TV mounted up here with the stream. Love it. Appreciate it. PS4 Slim. I don't know what that is. It looks like a fan, but it almost looks like it's a projector for the ceiling. I don't know what that is. It's interesting. And then glasses. You got all that stuff. I don't know what these are. I can't really see that. There aren't any notes. Back under the desk. I mean, I appreciate you got all the fundamentals here. I'm still stuck on the egg carton. Is that to give it more airflow? Interesting. I'm a little surprised. Yeah, the TV needs to be straightened. It is a little crooked. I'll be real, Oliver. I'm gonna keep it real with you. She a little crooked. Little crooked. Maybe a little. We'll fix it. Little crooked. But altogether, not a bad setup. It gets the job done, right? It gets the job done. And the nice gaming laptop. You got Plague Tale, Cyberpunk, Days Gone, God of War, Gotham Knights, Spider-Man. Looks like Red Dead, Witcher, and Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection. I believe that's what you have there, if I'm reading that correctly. Honestly, nice lean setup. Lean setup. You probably tidy up a little bit. And the egg cartons, I don't even know if egg cartons are that necessary here, if I'm being honest. Like, it might be to just raise it up because it's more comfortable at that height. But like, these laptops are usually designed with enough lift off the table where they should be getting air in. It's just you don't want them sitting on something that will restrict that airflow. Like sitting in on a blanket or, you know, a couch or something that would just fill in those gaps and suffocate the computer. So I don't even know if you need the egg cartons, but, and also I'd be worried that these things will get really hot, but I don't know. You know, first time I've seen egg cartons in a build. So props. That's a first. I'll give you that. Breaking records here. Breaking records here. Okay, where did we leave off? There. Okay, boom. Here we are with Jacob Cactus. Oh, Jacob's back. You got your big tablet. That's a sexy mofo. Look at that thing. Is this desk turned 90 degrees? Really? Is that, this totally is. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that. Or is this like a special art desk, like a long way desk? Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that. Huh. Weird. I didn't know that was a thing. Interesting. So you got the cable port here where you could run the cables down. I would wonder why, like why you aren't using that. Interesting. I would assume that's what this cable is here for. Or is it running in and this cable just looks like it's, I think these are two separate cables. Okay. I thought this cable is going and just going right over the cutout for you to put the cable into. And I was like, why even have it there? But then this, okay. My setup is so jank. It literally looks like somebody got a photo of an ISIS training setup. A cave in Iran. We'll get to it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, this is just clean. Yeah, you've got your artwork going. This is also sexy. Look at this. Some crazy good artwork, dude. That's wild. I wish I could draw. I really wish I could. I don't know. It's the one thing maybe I'll do it one day. If we ever go into lockdown again, I'll force myself to learn how to draw and like practice like crazy. But yeah, I've always wanted to do it. But you got your green cube of slime. That's good. You got your ring. Looks like a ring. It might just be a random ring. Might be a wedding ring. Might be a wedding ring that you took off because you're upset. I don't know. But I'm glad you have a ring. It's good to see. You got your monitors stacked. Yeah, I mean, this is just a clean setup. I'm surprised I've never seen a long way desk like this, but just like rings have a lot. Okay, well, props. I used to have a lot more jewelry. Actually, I had necklaces. I had all sorts of stuff. I don't know what happened to them, if I'm being real. I don't know what I did with them. But I used to like wear necklaces and things. I don't really do it anymore. Maybe I should get into it. Should I become a necklace guy? Guys? Wear chains, some jewelry. Yeah, exactly. Some good jewelry. It's a good setup though. I like it. And I mean, it's got to be one of the more unique things we've seen. I don't think I've ever seen a long way desk like that. That's cool. Who knew? You learn something new every day. Okay, this one is Ethicist. Looks like you've got the wide angle view. For one, the first thing that jumps out to me is the Batman Arkham Asylum poster. Little bit jelly. That thing's awesome. You got the big TV. Looks like maybe an Oculus Quest 2 VR headset. Guitars. PS5 looks like a Nintendo Switch and a Series X, I think that is. This has to be like a 75-inch TV. Well, maybe 60. It looks more like 65. I'd guess 65. It looks too big to be a 55. So I guess 65 TV. It might even be an OLED based on those blacks right there, but it might just be the way the photo's hitting it. But all told, that's a nice setup alone with the couch. There's a lot of ambient light, so OLEDs might actually be a worse pick for it. They've gotten brighter in recent years, but some of the new Samsung LED-backed ones are stupid bright. So I mean, it's just, there's options, but I mean, this alone is really, really nice. You got blinds, so that helps. And then the actual gaming PC setup over here, we've got 2 monitors, a big one, little baby, and then the gaming PC on a separate cabinet. You got your wired headset. Is this one of the Steel series? Kind of looks like it. And then, I mean, the rest of your stuff looks like it's Steel series, so it wouldn't surprise me. And yeah, I mean, this is just a really nice, clean setup. You've got cables going everywhere. I'm assuming that's probably for VR, I would think, is what these are for. Since you have a VR headset, I would assume that's what you're using it for. But the one thing I would say, like, this would really benefit from, at least for me, is just a deeper desk. Like, because this looks like it's maybe 24 inches deep. And getting something that's like 36 or 48 inches deep would change your life. And if you live somewhere with an IKEA, literally, like, look up on Reddit and find, like, Reddit IKEA desk. Just Google that, and you'll see it's what I use. It's literally an IKEA kitchen island counter, but it's like $115. You'll buy it, and then you buy the little, like, drawer things that it sits on. You plop it down. You can get a whole crazy big desk that works tremendously well for like $250. And it's huge, tons of space. It's wonderful. Highly, highly recommend doing that. If you buy a desk from them and it's branded as a desk, it'll be hundreds of dollars. But if you do the IKEA thing, it's an amazing hack. Highly, highly recommend it. And this, you know, your space here, you've got plenty of space for it. It's just a matter of finding the bigger desk. So I would highly recommend doing that. I think it'll change your life. Lord Slug, maybe I like Fallout. I get the vibe that you do. You got the headset. You've got your guns, your knives, the laser pistol. This looks custom too. This is cool. You got your mechs, the controllers. Oh, baby. Thank you, Stefan. Appreciate you. Thank you. You've got your 2 monitors set up with the stream and vibe type shit, which I can appreciate. You got your LED controller. Always need that RGB. Your speakers set up. Is this a Sonos? It might be a Sonos. I can't tell. Your gaming PC. Yeah, I mean, all told, just a nice, clean gaming setup. And is this one? This looks like one of those setups that has like the mouse pad kind of built in. I would wonder. I've never tried one of those, but I would wonder if it's actually good enough to replace a mouse pad. I really don't know. I've never tried them, but I would say, like, if it is that good, I much prefer this than having a huge mouse pad. Yeah, that's a clean desk. What desk is it? I don't think it's listed. Lord Slug, probably in the Discord. You probably ask Lord Slug if you have the desk or what kind of desk it is. I think people would like that. They'd appreciate it. When has an NCR Ranger for Halloween? I believe it. That's like sick setup. Okay, this is from Chimichunger. I'm mostly a professional video editor, and I do mild content creation on the side. The cable management down at the bottom is a little wild, but it's mostly managed well. Already way better than mine. If you think this is bad cable management, you have no idea. You have no idea. With this, we got the 3 monitor setup with the vertical. Normally, we see the vertical with like streaming. People pull it up for chat and stuff. I've tried both ways. It just depends on kind of how you like it. Windows native support for vertical monitors is not great. You can tweak it a little bit with stuff in like with fancy zones through power tools and stuff. So there's ways you can make it work better, but you know, there are options. This is interesting though. I don't think I've seen this. This looks almost like an Elgato LED pad. What is this? Because I use something similar. I don't know if you guys have seen, but I have these massive light boxes. Where did I put it? Oh, I haven't broken it down yet, actually. This is considered a mini. So I use these things in the studio here. And they're with Amarin lights. But this is what hangs right here. So there's one of these aiming down at me right now, and it's attached to a big Amarin light. And it's really good. The honeycomb makes sure the light points directly at you and it doesn't spread to the rest of the room. So it keeps your lighting very, very precise. And then it's a soft box, so the light comes off much more softly. And that looks very similar to what he has here. It's like a mini soft box. But I don't know what light is powering it. But it's a really interesting setup. You've got the alternating textured soundproofing on the wall, the sound foam. This is one of those things, like those audiophile type guys will come in here and be like, oh, well, you know that you only need like a quarter of that to actually dampen the sound. You don't need all of that. It's like, yeah, but having half of this looks bad. So having all of it makes it look clean. I do the same thing. And like behind me, all of these things you see on the wall, those are all sound foam panels. And they've started to kind of slide, and now they're not like super even. It's kind of annoying. But it just looks better than having a couple of them sprinkled around the wall, even though that would do just as good a job in terms of actual sound dampening. But this is just a clean setup. And it also absorbs, as gross as it is, it absorbs dust and things. You do need to clean these every once in a while. Recommendation, if you have not ever done this before, Chimichunger, if these have been on your wall for a while, I would set like once a year, take them down, put them in, like lay them out in the backyard if you have a backyard or something, or the bathtub, rinse them with like dish soap and just clean them, or even just water, because some foams might dissolve with dish soap. So look it up before you try it, or maybe try a little bit first. But rinse them off. You'll be amazed at how much dust they've collected. It'll kind of gross you out. But do something like that, because they collect a lot. And depending on how long these have sat on your wall, they can get like really, really nasty. And they can even collect that stuff. And if you have like allergy problems that start flaring up, a lot of the time it's tied into these things. It's something you don't know when you set them up initially, but it's something to look out for. Learn that the hard way. This is one of those IKEA desks, by the way. This is the IKEA setup. Recognize it immediately. This is a gloss finish, it looks like. I don't know, it probably didn't come like this. I think he probably epoxied it, I would assume. But these are the same drawers that I have. I have the white ones. It's just a really nice setup. Really clean. Big mouse pad. You could go even bigger with this mouse pad, dude. You could do a 36 by 48. You could go crazy, man. But anyway, this setup's just really clean. You got the camera set up. It looks a little crooked, but it might just be the way the camera, or this camera's angled. And And who knows, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it looks better like that. I don't know. And then you've got your boom arm with the shotgun mic. As I've said, I've tried shotgun mics in here. In my space, it just doesn't work because there's too much fan noise and the space is too small. But I love the sound of them. If I could use a boom arm and a shotgun mic, I would. So just really clean setup. Speakers, the mini Stream Deck. Yeah, just clean. Oh, the puppers. Marcus M. Dual gaming setup. You've got 2 PCs, some brewskis. You got your new iPhone box. Appreciate that. You got your mouse pad, the gaming keyboards, headphones, another brewski. These little like our box. Oh, a remarkable tablet, dude. I don't think I've ever seen somebody that has a remarkable tablet. I know exactly what this is. If you guys don't know, remarkable tablets use like e-ink, and so it's the same thing Kindles use to make it so you can write and do stuff that, you know, isn't a strain on your eyes. And I have one. They sent me one. The company did for free years ago, and I used it a little bit. And then they fixed it. The new one is like crazy good, but it's just really, really clean. And yeah, it's just, oh, these things are fun. They're fun. If you like writing on paper, if you like reading PDFs and things with e-ink displays, this is the way to do it. These things are great. It looks like an indie dev studio. Kinda, yeah. The side-by-side working side-by-side on a game or something. Yeah, I could totally see that. Nice little gaming PC here. I can't see the one over here, but Red Bull, you got all the water bottles, you got your brewskis. This like brings me straight back to college, I'll be real, because we had our setup like this for a while, and it's just funny. Yeah, this is a throwback. Marcus M. And then the puppers. Bonus points for the puppers. You gotta love the puppers. This is Schoolboy Grant's setup. Look at this. Metallica and Justice for All. Little statuette, your gaming PC. It's raised. Love that. Controller stored underneath. Razer keyboard. Looks like Corsair mouse pad. All of your statuettes from your collector's editions. The Legos. Yeah, it's just a clean setup. I don't even know if I have that many notes. This is just a nice looking setup. And I love it when you get like collector's items and they become part of your setup. One of my frustrations is that my stuff just gets shoved in the back. This is cool because like you get the new Horizon Forbidden West statue and you put it on your desk and you can look at it and enjoy it whenever you play games. You know, I'd love that. It's just a clean setup. This is what I wanted my setup to look like when I was like in high school, and I just couldn't even get it anywhere close. So that, you know, props. Living the dream. You got high school Luke's dream setup. Love it. All the little tidbits and knickknacks. Let's see. This one, we're in the home stretch, guys. Wonderful Voltaire, 512 gigabytes Steam Deck, and my full disk was 57G with a 6900 XT. In the future, I'm going to use Assassin's Creed Valhalla's case for something crazy like a 12900X or maybe even an Intel GPU. Look at that. Wow. A custom like Assassin's Creed Valhalla PC case. That's wild. I haven't seen that ever. Wow. I don't even know where you got that. That's cool. Huh. Over here, you got your artwork up. You've got big old mouse pad. Love that. Again, like I used to have my stuff set up like this too. And I just really like having a little bit more space. You know, of course, it's hard to tell with the space and the setup you've got. I don't know if you have the room for a bigger space, specifically one that's deeper. But a desk that's a little deeper, I think, would change your life. Because just having the room to like spread out a little bit is so nice. It's so nice. So maybe that would benefit. But yeah, you've got everything shown up here. And you got all your baskets. Looks like every basket in the house got in the picture. That's great. And is it bad? I swear I would bet some pretty good money that this is a Secret Lab chair, and I can tell just by the stitching. Is that bad? Is that bougie? I would be very confident to say that this is a Secret Lab chair. I don't know if it's an Omega or a Titan or any of those, but this looks like Secret Lab stitching. But all told, I mean, it's a nice clean setup. Shake my head, sorry. Adding some monitor arms could work too. That'll add some depth to the desk. That is true. If you can get monitor arms that screw onto the back of the desk and then lift these up and bring them closer to the wall, I think that would help. Because these things look like they're maybe a foot out from the wall, probably because of the stands. And maybe some of the cables. So just doing that, I think, would help a lot. Get one of those posts that then has an arm that swings around the side. Then you can mount this one up too. It could really tie the thing together. But yeah, I mean, that's gotta be the staple of the setup. I haven't seen that case before. That's crazy. I had no idea that was a thing. This one's Crothy 11. This is like one of those TikTok setups, I swear to God. You got all your nice watches laid out. You got your Star Wars stuff. You got the audio mixer, the full, like, look at all of these channels. That's crazy. I don't even know what you would use all of those for, but I mean, props. I guess you're a musician based on this, I would assume. But I would guess it's probably also a slightly smaller space based on how much sound dampening stuff you have in here. Normally, I don't think you would need that much in here unless it was a small space. So I would assume it's a little tight in there. This is another IKEA desk setup. Shout out, love it. With the IKEA, whatever these drawers are called, love it. And then the countertop, it's just a great way to do it. I like that you also integrated the little statuettes onto the sound dampening foam. I love that because you're like turning it into something useful, right? Like it's not just there. It's actually integrated into the sound dampening. So it's practical and then it's used as a shelf for the collectible item. So I love that. That's a good touch. You got your little fan. Dude, I had this exact same fan. I used to have this exact same fan. Back in the Lukey Poo days, I had this exact same fan sitting on the desk. It would blow on me when I was like editing videos and stuff. But yeah, really, really nice setup. And I think it's a way to maximize the space. And I mean, you got the LED backlighting in the shelving. Like it's just really, really clean all around. So props. Well done, Crothy. Well done. This setup is Sophie. Sophie's in the chat too. I've seen Sophie. Look at this. The TV mounted up here. Oh, you got your Titanic model. Dude, I'm a Titanic buff. I went to see the Titanic like 100-year anniversary showcase thing that they did when they toured the country with all the museum artifacts and stuff. I've touched a piece of the Titanic with my finger. This finger. I think it was this. I don't remember, but I think it was this finger. I touched a piece of the Titanic. They had it like in a little glass case and you could stick your finger in and touch the Titanic part of it that they raised. It was pretty cool. And then they had the huge wall that they raised from a portion of the Titanic. It was pretty awesome. I'm a Titanic buff. I love it. Luke made it Saint confirmed. Yeah. Confirmed. Lock him up. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. You got the guitar. Oh, show off. Show off. And then the LED, you gotta have LED. You always need LED or RGB. And then the headphones, I can't tell what headphones these are, but all told, like really, really clean. I just like it. Do the RGB lights always stay on this like pinkish purple hue or do you shake them up? Or are these like some of those that integrate into the screen? I've seen those are a thing. I've never used them. You haven't seen her chair? I have not. Harry chair? Her chair? What is that Arthur voice? I don't even know. I'm so confused. What happened? We joke about the chair not having enough RGB. This chair has RGB. Okay. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. Who knew? Huh. That's got to be the cleanest. I don't know what I was expecting when I was saying like, oh, the chair needs more RGB. I don't know what I was expecting, but that's probably like as clean as it could possibly be. That's way better than anything I could have imagined. If you had asked me to put RGB into a chair, I don't know what I would have done, but that's actually pretty clean. I could see actually getting a chair like that. Like that would actually be kind of cool. Like imagine if that was tied up into this chair and then like when an explosion happens in the game or whatever you're doing, then the chair brights and lights up too. That would actually be pretty cool. So that's actually kind of cool. It has mega modes. Honestly, that's pretty fire. Also Sophie. Oh, this is Sophie again. Sophie's other setup. Curved TV. I haven't seen a curved TV in a minute. I used to sell them, but I haven't seen them in a while. Maybe a Blu-ray player. I can't tell. Maybe that's a Blu-ray. I don't know. PS4, Switch, PS5. We ladies and gentlemen, we have a PlayStation fangirl officially in the chat. We have, oh, this is a different Sophie. Okay, different Sophie. Either way, the other Sophie is also a Sony fangirl. So we've identified them. Here it is. And they also like Nintendo. But I mean, this is cool. I like it. These, this is a throwback. Okay, I just had like a flashback with this clear cable that comes up. I'm pretty sure I know what this is. So this is one of those Samsung curved TVs. I used to sell some of these. And what they are is the actual TV didn't have like any of the tech inside of it to run the TV. It was a separate like chunky thing down below that ran with this clear silvery cable up to the TV. So all of your devices would plug in like to here. The PS5, all of that would plug into here, and then one cable. The idea was that a power cable and then the one cable would go up here to connect to the TV. What I'm guessing is going on is that there's also like audio being sent back down. There's some other stuff going on with the cabling because there's a lot going up to it. But I'm pretty sure this is one of those TVs that has the separate box for it. It was really common like 5 years ago with these really sleek, thin TVs. But yeah, I haven't seen that in a minute. The wallpaper TVs do it too. So it is a thing, but I haven't seen that in a minute. My 2016 Samsung has it, one Connect box. Yeah. It was huge like 5-6 years ago. But yeah, that's clean. That's clean. And I love the wood. I love the floors. I'm jelly. I wish I had hardwood floors like this. We only have like that cheap laminate stuff. It's clean. Okay, Azora, hi. Look at this. Okay, so we've got, looks like a Yeti on a boom arm. You got your display case. This looks like one of the IKEA display cases. This, I think, is almost exactly the same thing I have back here, but mine have black tops, and it looks like mine might be a little bit, I don't know, either you're really, really tall or these are short. I can't tell. This is good. Oh, you got the wrist padding. Look at that. Mouse pad with a wrist padding. Love it. What is this? Something stage 3 mathematics. Something stage 3 mathematics. Doing your homework. Love it. You got your game set up. Yeah, no, I mean, you've got all the stuff in here. An amp, guitar, music. You got your Lego sets, all the collectible items. That's a clean setup. It's a clean setup. I mean, I would say, the things, obviously, could you tidy up? Yeah. You got cables kind of scattered everywhere. A wireless mouse would benefit you. Having one big mouse pad that spans just the whole desk, I think would spoil the crap out of you. I think you'd really like it. So something like that can really be beneficial because you've got all this open space. If you just got like a 24-inch by 36-inch or by 48-inch mouse pad that covers this whole desk, I think it would spoil you pretty good. I think that would be nice because then you can spread out. You can do all of that. And I think it'll feel a lot better than this little thing because your DPI has got to be super high to use a mouse pad this small. So I think something like that would be nice. Your game PC's back there. There's no specific notes, but I mean, it's a solid setup. I like it. And then this thing, last one, the Saurus Rex. Oh, that's funny. Oh wow, I did not expect that. That's funny, Thesaurus. You got me. All that. So little callbacks. In case you guys don't get what it is. Yeah, he's got the Lubriderm lotion. In one of the other like reaction to setup thing we did, somebody had a sock on their desk, and so we were poking fun and laughing and be like, lol, really likes the stream, huh? And so you got the sock and the Lubriderm, and then the glaze smoked donut candle, ready to go. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Props. You got me. As for the setup itself, I mean, I love the symmetry. I like that. It makes you appreciate how big and meaty the PS5 is. Look how big that boy is. Yeah, and all of the gaming peripherals, all the little details on display. You got your weights to lift while you're watching the stream. Just get pumped up, you know. I can't get over that. Oh, I swear, that's awesome. Yeah, props. And then the character. Dude, I've always wanted a caricature so bad. I've always wanted to go get one at like a fair or somewhere. I've never had one drawn. I've always wanted one. I've just never gone around and done it. I'll have to do it one of these days when we go on vacation somewhere that has it. But yeah, that's fun. You got a bunch of stuff in here. Looks like your router and stuff. I don't know. Just the idea of having this stuff on the floor level terrifies me, because right now we're in baby proofing mode. So I'm like, I'm having to hide all of the stuff that's on the floor within baby reach. So this like gives me flashbacks, but this is good. This is good. I appreciate it. And the little callback and touches. Oh, it's so great. It's so great. Wow. A lot of setups, a lot of good ones. Like, honestly, there's nothing like horrible. They're all just like different gradations, and they all have different perks and benefits. Like, it's pretty cool. And it's also crazy to think that this is all of you guys out there. Like, it's wild. It's wild. It's pretty crazy. Big community. A lot of wonderful people in here. Love it.